This conference will now be recorded.
Yesterday we were seeing string operation, right? At the end of the class, what a string concatenation.
Yes.
Okay, today we will continue with this. We have few more things in the string operation. We will continue with that.
What are we to continue
So
with?
we were, sorry?
What are we to continue with?
We will be continuing the string operation topic.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so we saw how do we use the plus sign for string concatenation, and we saw the difference between plus and comma, right?
Yes.
So let me show one more example. So yesterday we were saying till this that what comma does and what plus does to the string concatenation. I also wanted to show you this. Any idea what now the string one has?
String 1 plus world.
Okay. So what is
Hello plus
string one?
world.
Okay. So we can do the shorthand like how we used to do for the integers. We can use the same shorthand here for the string operation. And let's see formatting string. The next topic is so now let me create a variable x is equal to 10. And in the print, I want to use this x, and also I want to use another string. So let me show an example. Yesterday we saw this. Why it's spelling? Actually, we saw this. I'm having an integer value, a variable, and I'm trying to use a variable in the same print function. I'm using my own string to print. Also the variable, right? So this is how I'll be using. I'll be using my string in the double quotes, and then the variable will not have any quotes. It will be given as it is, and there will be a comma or plus. If choice is nine, then I can still use this print function because both are string, right? This is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now I will show another way of using this variable inside the print function using formatting. So now let's see. We have x is equal to 10. Now, so here what I am trying to do is I have just added a letter F before the double quotes, and here I'm not giving any comma, any plus. I'm just using in the curly braces, I'm mentioning my variable name. Okay, so here let me show another example. So now what does choice as? In choice we have 9. Okay, so I'm similarly I'm just using F, which is formatting, and then I'm using the variable inside it. So when you have just one variable, it's easy. You can give your wordings in the double quotes or single quotes, and then you can use a variable name.
So
For example, you. Mhm.
when we use variable, we have to enter F.
Yeah,
In
so when you want to use your own wordings and also the variable in a single line using in the print function, you can go for this F formatting. When you give F, it will understand that whatever you give in the curly braces is a variable. Otherwise, this will not be understood. Let me remove the F.
it will only press
So
choice.
it will, yeah, so it will directly output whatever you have given inside the double quotes.
Okay.
So if you're not using as F, you have to go for this way. Like you have to give plus sign, and then you have to give your variable. But I will show why we will be using F. Now let me show an example. So this indentation error is there shouldn't be a space before the variable. That's why we see this error. So now let me show an example. So here you see I'm doing an operation inside the curly braces. I'm telling that, so if this F is not present, you will be putting this in a double quotes and you will be giving comma, and then you have to do this, and then again you have to give comma, and again you have to open and close double quotes for this. right? I will show another example. So here you see I'm using two variable. If I don't use f, this formatting, I have to open and close this, and I have to have this, and again open and close this, and this variable, and then again open and close this. It would be a little difficult. So with F, you can just write your own sentence and just put the variable name in the curly braces wherever it's coming.
So is it possible to do it without the F? Like it's difficult, but it's still possible, right?
Yeah, it's still possible.
Okay, just to make it simpler for us, we are trying to use the F function.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
There is no limit, right, for variables if you enter for F.
Yeah, we can use n number of variables. There is no limit.
Okay.
Okay. Now we will be seeing the next topic, indexing. Let me. Okay, we have name, right? Name has 3 character inside it. It is a string, but it has 3 character. So these all have index. Okay. Now let me show name of 0. Indexing will always start with 0. Okay. So the first character will always be given assigned to 0. Now you see if I give name of 0, I get the first character. Similarly, name of 1, I get n. So I don't have after you, I do not have any character. So nothing is there in the index. So it's giving that string out of index range. The range is 0 to 1 for the variable. Because it has only 3 character, they have the Python inbuilt, it has assigned 0, 1, and 2. So we have only 0 to 2, the index range. So let me show another example.
So this works only for string
Yeah.
indexing. Okay.
So yeah. So now this I will be teaching indexing in the string. Later, this will help you with the list, dictionary, and tuple and set. All those area they heavily depend on the indexing. Okay. So let me. This would be very simple if you learn the indexing with string later on. It will help you in learning there. So let me show another example. Hello. So here I am just giving the string and I tell Python to print the first index. It is giving me E. Okay. So what does index 5 has for hello?
There is no index 5.
Okay. True. So when I give index 5, it will be giving out of range because we have only till 4, 0 to 4. But when I give 4, I shall get O. So now we have the reverse also. So let me show. Any idea, any guess what will be the output if I give -1?
L.
Sorry?
L.
L. Okay. So I'll show you what I'm trying to do.
Forward it will start with 0, 1, but here it starts with -1,
Yeah,
right?
true. So yeah, so this is how the indexing work. When we have character inside the memory, this is how the index is assigned to this particular string. So this is how, for example, this is how it is stored in the memory. It starts with 0 and it goes on, and in the reverse, it starts with -1. Is it clear? Anybody has any doubts? Now I'll be asking quiz on this reverse indexing. Okay, cool. So this is my variable, and this is a value, hello world. I want, what would be the output of s of -10?
E. Letter E.
E, yeah,
Okay, cool.
because there is a space.
Yeah, so let me show this. So this is my value, hello world, and this is how the indexing will be given. Even there is one space, it is given some index. It's kind of a value. So let me, this is 5 and -6, right? Let me show that. So it is giving me empty. There is an empty value. So now after understanding the index, we will be seeing slicing, a very interesting topic. So slicing is a technique to extract a portion of the elements from the sequence. So this is a sequence, and if you want to extract only this particular portion, slicing will help you. So how does slicing work is, so it has three parameters. One is start, the next is stop, and this is step. Step is optional. Uh, Let me show you an example. So now we have yes, but I want to extract only WO or only this part of a string. What I have to do is first I should know what is the index. The W starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So I'm telling start with 6. And then stop with 9. But here you will see it will not print or the problem. Okay, sorry, here I have comma, which is wrong. So I'm just telling start with 2. So 0, 1, 2, it's starting here and end with 6. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, W is 6, right? So the with indexing, when you give the stop, it will omit that particular last index. So if you are giving 6, it will print till 5. So it will start from 2 and it will go till 5. The 6 will be omitted. Got it?
Yeah.
Guys, did you understand? Okay, so now let me. What if I give just this colon 6?
Error because you have not given where to start.
It will print hello.
Okay, so it is printing hello. If you're not giving any start, it consider the first character as the start. Okay, and then it so what is the minimum the starting index, which is 0, so it considers 0 and then it goes till 6. Anyway, it will be omitting 6, right, the sixth character. So that's why you see till the space you have here, you see that here. So what would be the output if I give like this?
LLO world.
So here you're not giving way to stop, so it goes till the end. It consumes till the last index, and but it starts with 2, right? So 0, 1, 2, it starts with L. So the another example now. I have not shown you what is chip, but please guess what would be the output of this.
Is it ELO?
ELLO O ORLD.
Okay, let's see. So we see only EL. Why? Because you are telling starting is 1. So 0, 1. So it starts here with E and it has to stop at 6. So which is it will be stopping here, right? So E to the space. But you are telling the step is 2. So what it does is it takes value from here, first one, and it jumps to the second. I mean, it leaves this one. Okay, so it goes here and then it jumps to the, we are telling the step is 2. So instead of directly, so in this, instead of directly printing the next, it jumps to the second step. It leaves one in the middle and then it goes to the next step. So E, L, and the space.
In real world scenario, how this will be used and where? And maybe if you can give an example.
Okay, so if I give this hello world and if I ask you to reverse this in Java, what you will be doing? I want a reverse string.
I'll put it in an array and I'll read it from the back.
So you will be writing a for loop and you will be giving n by 10, correct? You will take the length of the
Yeah.
array and you will divide it
Yeah.
by 10, then you will read
Yeah.
it. So let me show in Python, if I have to print it reverse, I'll be using like this. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you might not understand this because we are going step by step. Maybe at the end you will understand this. We have to see few more example to understand this. So now we have seen this. Did you all guys understood the step 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me show another example. So here, what would be the output? Okay. It starts with 2, right? 0, 1, 2. So it starts with L, that we know. And 6 is W, we know. So it is this R.
LLOW. Mm.
Sorry?
It's LOW.
Because see, 6
LO.
is, yeah, LO.
Okay.
6 is, W
LO.
is 6. It is always omit the last character, right? So
Got it.
LO. So now let me show this. What would be the output of this? Any guess?
H L O, no space, W R D.
Right, you are right. You're good at calculating. Okay, so here you are telling if you're not giving any start, it consider the zeroth index as a start, and if you're not giving any end, it goes till the end, right? So the whole it consider the whole index, and you're giving step 2. So it will start here. Instead of going next, it takes second step, and instead of going here, it takes the second step. It goes like that, right? So now, what would be the sorry? What would be the output of this?
H L W L.
Okay,
Correct.
cool. So now you might understand this -1. Any guess?
From the
D
back,
D R W, no space, O L H.
Okay. So when you're giving reversing, it doesn't skip because you're not if the skipping is if the step is in positive number, it would be skipping. But if the skipping is in negative, so how does it work is? So here what you're trying to do, so you are giving no start and no end. So the whole index is considered, and you are giving -1. If you are giving -1, it goes from the reverse. Okay. So instead of starting from here, the step is -1. It goes from here. When you give a minus, it doesn't skip because it's only one, right? So let me show this way. So let me show you this. So here you see, if I give 1, if I'm telling 2, it goes to the, when you take this, if I'm telling 2, it goes to the second. 2 means
Okay,
a
if we
second character,
we
right?
would have
If
given
you give 1,
-2, will it still
it's
skip
different.
one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, true. It will skip one end. So if I'm giving 1, so the next step is this only. One step it goes. It goes one step at a time. So it will cover everything. So similarly, in the -1, it is going from the backward, but it covers everything. Correct? So yeah. So your answer would match for this. Could you guess for this? -2.
Yeah, DRWOLH.
Okay, cool. So this is all I have to cover in slicing. I guess with all this example, you will be very strong in slicing, which will be very handy when we start programming. So slicing we usually use with list, index, and tuple. There you will feel that slicing will help you the most to reduce the number of lines you write to uh, frame that logic. So now we are going to see string escape. So we have already seen that how to use double quotes as a string. You have to either use it inside a single quote or you can escape it, right? Let me show you an example. So when I wanted to use a single quote in as my string, as my wordings, so what I do, I give it in a double quotes so that it doesn't have any issue and it prints as it is, right? Similarly, if I wanted to use double quotes, I can use it inside single quote, right? So if I do not have this option of double and single quote, how do I make this a single quote as a string? Because it is one of the it can be considered as one of the keyword because this element acts as a rules, right? To write a Python, you have to enclose the string with double quotes. So whenever there is a rule, the Python will stick to that rule. When you use that inside your string, it will get confused. It will not know whether it has to follow the rule or it has to consider it as a string. So to inform Python, what we can do is, for example, if I have to do like this, it is going to throw me an error, right? But if I want to escape this, what I can do is, so this is when you use slash, it is called escape character. So this is common in all the languages. When you have something which is considered as a rules, but you want to use it in a as a plain language, you have to escape this. What we are trying to do is called escaping. Escaping means we are telling, so boss, this is not your formal normal double quotes which you consider as a starting and closing of a string, but you have to consider it as a plain double quotes for me. So now you don't see any error, and now you see that whatever I have given, it's printing. So similarly, what I would do, I wanted enter inside my string. So yes is equal to, I want to print hello, then enter. The next line I want world. Okay. So when I give hello, and since I wanted enter, I'm just entering, but it's throwing me an error because when I give enter, it is like it consider it as a termination. It consider that this particular line is completed, and I'm going to write my next line of code. But when it sees this line, it sees that it's not closed. It's not like enclosed within double quotes. So it is throwing me an error. I cannot do enter, right? It's enter is considered as a term. Enter considers as a particular line of code is completed. When you give enter, Python automatically detects it as a particular line is getting completed. Because in other language, you will be using semicolon to mention that that particular line is getting completed. I'm going to the next piece of code. But in Python, we do not do any such thing. With enter, the Python understand that you're going to the next line. But I cannot use enter as a normal enter, right? So what I can do is /n. So now if you see, okay, I'll have to show in, let me try print. Okay, with print you are able to see. So here you see hello, and the space is also added, and then /n acts as a enter, and there is a space, so it prints like this. Any doubt with this? /n acts as a enter. You have to remember it.
Does n means next line?
Yeah, next line.
Okay.
So let me. So here I have multiple /n. So these escape characters are called meta character, which always starts with backslash. The backslash is one of the escape character, and you have seen /n and the double and single quotes we have. Now, for example, if I want to print my location, my folder location inside my computer, right? What I'll be doing, I'll be using backslash, right? So this is my location, but I cannot directly use backslash because now whenever there is a backslash, it consider it as a escape character. So escape character is given. Where is the next character? It waits for that. So if you want to use backslash as one of your normal string, you have to again escape with backslash. For example, if I give print, I'm going to get some error because it's telling the truncated escape. It's finding some issue with understanding the escape we have written because it now considers /u as one escape sequence. It's trying to see what is /u stands for, what is /p stands for, like /n is next line. So I have to use like this if I have to print my location. So this allows you to include special character in string as well. Now let's see. I'll not face any issue with a single quote because I'm including it with double quotes. Otherwise, I have to escape it. And now another is So here you see I'm escaping this. Okay, now the quest says I want to get printed like this, a mountain kind of structure. How do output should be this? What do you give inside a variable to get this output? Everybody has
One
terminal
forward
open.
slash, two backward slashes.
Okay,
That's it.
and forward slash to backward slash. Let me print this. So yeah, so if I have to get got it.
Yeah, but I have a doubt. When we
Mm-hmm.
are using two backward slashes, it is printing only one backward slash. It is escaping one out of the two, right?
Mm.
But when we are using this similar backward slash along with the double quotation, it's not skipping the double quotation, right?
So see, now what happens is that this is S, right? And it understands this is a variable name because you have a assignment operator, and it understands the left side, the right side is value. When it read it, when it starts reading value, okay, it is understanding it has double quotes. It will not read anything inside it. It will go find the matching double quotes. Okay, that is why wherever we do not have any double quotes, immediately it doesn't process anything, and immediately it will throw you an error because first the syntax is checked, only then the values are checked. So the first check is syntax, so it understand, okay, there is one pair of double quotes, so whatever there between this is a string. So now whatever is there between this, it processing.
Okay. So what happened to that? Uh, we use this backward slash with the double quote, right? There was a statement.
Where, which one you're asking
I
about?
think if we go a little up somewhere with that, he said, haha.
Yeah.
Yeah, here. He said,
Hmm.
we did backward slash and double quote, right?
Yeah.
So
See,
now I'm
again
a bit
here what
confused. Yeah.
happened? Okay. So you wanted to understand how this double quote is handled, right? This part, how this is handled. Your doubt
No,
is
not
like this,
that
right?
part. I'm worried about between the double quotes. When we give two backward slashes, it will print only one backward slash, right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So let me explain again. So this is all escape sequence. The slash n, slash double quotes, slash single quotes, okay, slash slash. If you want new line, you have to give slash n. Okay, if you want double quotes, you want to give slash double quotes. If you want to give dash single quote, you have to give slash single quote. Okay. If you want a slash, you have to give slash slash.
okay. I
Okay.
thought
So
the way
that's
it's escaping, it is only giving first backward slash and forget, not escaping the second backward slash. It will still escape the other characters in the other slash and slash
no,
double
no,
quote.
no,
I
no.
I thought the
So
same
that's
rule
why.
applies, but they're all different,
Okay.
right? Okay.
Yeah. So here you see, I want my output to be like this, my original path in the C drive. But to give the single slash, I have given double slash.
Mm-mm. Okay.
But if I give single slash, it's giving me an error because now whenever there is a single slash backward slash, it understands this as a escape sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is all called escape sequence. So it is trying to see, okay, slash u, what does slash u stands for? Like
This
slash
nothing
n,
slash you.
yeah, so it's like slash n, it is new line. It's trying to see. That's why it is giving some unicode escape. So there is no such escape sequence slash u.
Mm-hmm.
So it is telling truncated the escape. So it is with this position 0 to, so it's giving you an error. That's why to print this single slash, I'm giving double.
Yeah, now I got it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So similarly, we have this. But if you have confusion in this, how did you give me the answer for this?
That I understood, but then when
Okay.
I matched this part and the other previous one,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't go with the same rule. So now I understand that the rules are different for all the slash n and slash double quote slash single quote. They all are different.
So only one thing, they are all same. When you want some special character, so this n, so this double quotes as a special meaning to the Python, right? It acts as a encoding, like the starting and ending. You're enclosing your string with this. This also has some special meaning. So whenever there is a special meaning, the Python will get confused whether you're. It will always go with the special meaning only. What rules it has. It will not understand that you wanted to use it as a as part of your string. You wanted to use this as your string. It will understand only the special meaning. So that's why we are telling backslash escape. Escape means it will understand. Okay, they are trying to use this as a double quotes only. I shouldn't consider it as a closing string. The special meaning it will remove. Okay, the special meaning it will remove from its mind and it will see it as a normal regular string. Similarly, I want backslash, but backslash has a special meaning. What is a special meaning? It acts as a escape sequence. Okay, so I cannot use backslash. So that's why again I'm escaping with a backslash.
Yeah, got it.
So, okay. So we saw format string, right? We use F at the starting. When you use F at the starting, it will understand inside the codes if something is in curly braces, it is a variable, right? So this is format string. So now we are going to see one thing called raw string. So similarly, how the format string we are prefixing with F, the raw string you will be prefixing with R, which actually allows you to use a special character without a need to escape. Okay, so you can still use all the special character with the escape backslash, but still you have an option to do this way also. So here you see I wanted backslash, but I'm not escaping it. I'm directly giving because I'm using raw string. I'm using R prefix. Whenever you give R in the prefix, like the formatting you give F, so the Python understand you are going to use special character inside the double quotes. So whatever special character comes inside this double quotes, it is not, the Python is not going to take the special meaning, the rule it has to follow, but it consider whatever is there as a plain string.
Can we use single quotes, double quotes between the raw
Yeah.
statement?
1 minute, I will. Okay, double quote, single quote, I have issue. Let me try this. I'm going to get error for this as well.
No, what I meant is we start it with a double quote, end it with a double quote, but between the statement we are using a single quote. So maybe that would work.
That would work, but for that you need not have R, right? If you are enclosing with double and in between you have single, you need not give R. Otherwise also it would work. See here, it's
Okay.
working. So I'm trying to see, okay. 1 minute. This is also going to give you an error. So it is telling terminated literal. Okay. Okay, raw string is actually particularly useful only when you have to handle backslash, and the backslash shouldn't come at the end. So when you have to have the backslash in between, you have to give a raw string. For example, raw string can be used here. So now you see I am not facing any error. So here you see whenever I give the single slash, it's giving me an error. But here I do not have any error with giving my path.
Yeah.
And but for example, if I'm giving like this, okay. So if I give slash R, which is nothing but written carriage, like how you have slash n for next line, R will give you a spare. Let me go with n only. So n is nothing but it is going to print in a separate line, right? But it will not work here because you have a raw string, then it will consider the slash as a normal slash. So it will
Yeah.
print it as it. Okay. So now you see I don't have any issue in printing slash n. If I wanted to print some line like this, which is not possible without slash r, without r, right? If I wanted to print this, get this printed, is it possible? Because whenever you give slash n, it will always go to the next line and you will not be able to see this, right?
Yeah.
But when you have a slash, the only limitation is the only escape sequence that still works with raw string is ending backslash, which cannot appear alone. Okay, so let me show this. You can have backslash anywhere whenever you use raw string. Raw string is only for backslash, so here it helped me. I need not have everywhere double slash, right? But when you have, the only limitation is when you have one backslash at the end, it will fail. So this is valid. Now I will show an invalid one. This is going to give you an error. Only when you have a backslash at the end, it is going to give you an error. So to avoid that error, you have to give double slash. So now I said I wanted to print this, right? You can print it. But the ending backslash needs to be double. Okay. You got it? So here what we did, we gave everywhere double slash. So only for the backslash, like if you wanted to use, if you want to print something like about the special escape sequence, if you want to print slash n, or if you want to print the path, it would be useful.
It's still
Got
printed
it?
as the double, right? When we gave the
Yeah,
double
the
last,
last one, right?
it is
Yeah,
still
even I'm
given as
still.
double.
I guess it's the problem with the terminal. Sometimes something will not appear properly in terminal. Let me print it here. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe I will check why it's printing double slash here in this case. But this is going to give you an error.
At the end of a sentence also, if you type double slash, we did it in the terminal, right? Can we just see that?
Yeah, this is what which one you wanted to
No, at
type
the end of
from
a
the,
sentence, as the end of a sentence, we give backward
this one,
slash.
right? This one.
Yeah. So what happened? What was the?
Here it errors, okay? You cannot give one single slash at the end. There also it is erroring out.
Mm-hmm.
See, here also it will error out.
Yeah.
See, I will remove this. Actually, it is erroring in the before I ran here only. It's giving me red line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a problem. So this would work, but here I do not have idea why it is printing double slash at the end. This I will check.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot give. You can use rastering to if you have issues with this. If you are using too many escape sequence or you are using the backslash, you can what happened? Okay, if you wanted to use a single slash to type your path, and if you are using escape sequence to print as a statement, so here this is possible only with R, otherwise it's not possible at all, right? So to do all this
Yeah.
we use R. And there is another thing. We have a regular expression which actually will take few, it will take a long way to see regular expression. But so what I do, I wanted to I don't know how to explain this. When you have idea about regular expression, then I'll be writing a pattern. When some pattern match, give me that. So there I'll be using slash D. So there it will be very difficult without R. So with R, so I have to mention the pattern. Whenever I write my regular expression, I'll be telling the slash D plus stands for one or more digits. So whenever you see digit, print me only the digit. Okay. But there I will face issue. So I'll be using R. I can use double slash, but it will be very tedious when I write a very lengthy regular expression. So what we do is we put it in a double quotes and we give R at the end. So there it would be very handy, and to print the path it would be very handy. R. Okay.
Yeah.
I can show one regular expression, but I do not know if you will understand. You need not understand, but just you need not understand the full program, but just see. So here, this is my regular expression. I'll be using many such regular expression. This is to match one or more digit. So what from the text, it will give me only the matching. It will give me only the digit. It will pass the whole string, and when there is one or more digit, it will print me the digit. Okay, so my output will be only 2024. So here I'll be using too many backslashes. This is a very simple regular expression, but in a real world, we will be having a complex one. There we will have continuous slash, which will create a mess in mind. How do I escape? So for that reason, they have created this raw string to make it simpler for the developer to handle the path and regular expression.
Okay.
So with this, I end the session for today. So the string operation is done. Tomorrow we will start saying built-in method, and we will start writing our small snippet of code from tomorrow.
So that will be in the terminal itself.
We have to do it in VS Code. So guys, to install VS Code, just go to Google and type VS Code. The name is like this. We can still do it in the terminal small program, but it's good if you start using VS Code. So this is a IDE name. Just install it based on the Windows bit you have, 32 or 64 bit. If you have any issues, you just ping me over the chat, or tomorrow we can see, because the installation part, if you see in the class, it might take some time, which we can use in programming. But still, if you face any issue with installing it, we can discuss it tomorrow. I mean on Monday. Cool?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. With this, I will end session for today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.